It is that time again. I have finished another sketchbook and it's time for me to show you what's inside. So this is my fourth sketchbook, and not only is it my fourth sketchbook, it is my completed goal for 2019 to complete 2 sketchbooks. This is the second one I completed this year, and I'm so happy. I started this one in April of this year and ended it in November. So yeah, let's just jump right in. As you can see, we've got a nice watercolor spread. Very fun to do. A main character for one of my books. Got some hyenas, and this is when I was dabbling with getting back into drawing people. More hyenas and a person. I thought that pose was very interesting, so I decided to draw it. And then, ooh, I like these ones a lot. They're window sketches. That's not an official name or anything, I just made it up, but basically what you do is you draw a little box and you have a drawing prompt and you try and fill that box with the prompt. Part of a personal project, The 4 Wolves of the Apocalypse. Death. This is supposed to be Feynman, but it didn't turn out at all. And then this one's Plague. I like it a lot. And then this is just another drawing exercise. It's the 1-line challenge. Then getting back into drawing people again, we've got some gesture sketches. And then here's a mostly empty spread. Another person. You guys saw me draw that outside when it was really nice. The weather was really nice. This one I meant to paint with gouache. I never got around to it, but it's a nice sketch. Me trying to get back into alcohol-based markers. Ugh. If I were to say any medium that I hardly used at all this year, it was definitely alcohol-based markers. Some anatomy work. And then this was a scrapped video I did with Kathleen, so there's just lots of empty space. More empty space from the video. I really enjoy gesture drawing. Ooh, this is one of my favorite spreads, mostly because I like this page in particular just because, you know, the purple and the green is very colorful and, you know, some semi-decent hands. And then this is contour drawing, more gesture drawing, and then this one, I was so proud of this one when I made it. I made a blog post about it. It's mirth in graphite. It's graphite pencil and it's a woman smiling and I love it and it's wonderful. And then I made the dumb mistake of drawing a fish in green marker on the back. Like, what? Lions. More lions and horses and wolves. Then we've got more horses and some people. I don't really like this page. Oh, this is when I was using a dip pen for the first time, as well as some charcoal. Ooh, oh my gosh, this brings back such happy memories. So I was at a wetlands with my grandmother over the summer and we saw a swan and it just landed in the wetlands and it was absolutely gorgeous. And so this is my first time ever really drawing wildlife from life. And so I just broke out my sketchbook and started sketching as fast as I could, probably spending no more than 30 seconds on each sketch just to try and capture the swan just as she or he moved around and did stuff and ate and cleaned and preened and everything. And then when I got home, I went over my favorite sketches with some ink just to preserve them. More work with the dip pen, some watercolors. Horses. Okay, so you guys probably have noticed a lot of horses in this sketchbook, and I tend to stick to a couple main subject matter when it comes to animals, and right now the 3 for me are wolves, horses, and giraffes, so there are a lot of all of those animals in this sketchbook. Person. I really like that gecko a lot. I just like how this page is framed. More working in pen. I do work a lot in pen in this sketchbook, mostly because of convenience, because if I'm going out and I want to bring my sketchbook, I don't want to bring my entire pencil case with me, I usually just bring a ballpoint pen. I did these while at a summer intensive, just some basic gesture sketching just to get warmed up. And here are a couple of thumbnails for an art piece I had to do over this intensive, a list of things I needed to draw, and then here we were making collages, which is really, really fun, but I just like this a lot, so I glued it into my sketchbook and drew some butterflies. That one turned out really, really pretty. Again, more horses in ballpoint pen. I really enjoyed the blue ballpoint pen. Some doodles. This is when I was trying to like mix animals together to create a new creature design. And then here I was trying to do some animal studies for an off-brand hippocampus. For those of you who don't know, a hippocampus is a Greek mythological animal that's half horse, half fish, and I wanted to do one that was kind of like off the rocker a little bit, and so it was a manatee donkey. Wolf, more doodles, notes, gesture sketches. I wanted to make a children's book about my dog Maya, and so I was just doing some little character designs. Here I was just doing some gouache paintings, and then it stuck together, which was kind of annoying because I really like this one. More people, more animals, and this is when I'm working with charcoal a little bit more. Again, me trying to get back into alcohol-based markers. There's a lot of repetition in this sketchbook. There is improvement because every time you sketch you get a little bit better, but just the amount of me trying and failing to get myself to use alcohol-based markers, it's laughable. Here's a thumbnail for a watercolor piece I ended up doing. More people. I don't really like this spread at all. And then here's the follow-up. It's kind of like a two-part thing. It's supposed to be multiple parts, but I've only painted one so far. This one is another day at the market, and it's a little dog selling food in her basket. And then this is just some watercolor, messing around. Then we've got horses and dogs, and I believe that's a hornbill. More doodles. Ooh, and this is when I got my Posca pens. Then this one is just a little deer. And then this was a blob art challenge that I did just on my own personal time with my Posca pens. Ooh, and now we're getting into the thumbnails for Inktober. So I'm really bad at time management and I didn't end up finishing Inktober, but I did do probably about a third of the challenge. So here you'll see some of the thumbnails for the pieces, and maybe I'll do an Inktober tour video some point in the future. And then here we've got Mindless, and I did a bird skull, again, playing around with the gold accents. This was the video where I tested it. Day 3, Bait. And this is just like kind of a trash page. And then here was when I realized I had gone probably 5 days without sketching. And the reason for that was I started binge watching Downton Abbey. I'd never seen it before, and so I was just watching it every night instead of drawing. So I thought, kill two birds with one stone, I'll put on Downton Abbey and draw. Yeah, this was the only page I got to fill that night because I was focused on the show. More wolves, trying to figure out what to do for my Patreon reward. If you guys don't know, I have a Patreon, link in the description down below. At the $50 tier, I make a 6x8 illustration and send it. But yeah, so if you guys ever wanted a custom art piece from me, you definitely can get one by donating my Patreon. Ooh, oh my gosh, I love this page so much. Okay, so it looks kind of like a mess, but for one of my college courses this semester, I had to review H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds, and I talked about it extensively in a video, but this is the spread for it, and it just makes me so happy because getting to draw something from the book I had to analyze my papers about made me very happy. This is when I got my Copic multiliners, which was fun. This is for day 6, Husky. I drew my dog Maya. Ooh, okay, this is, I don't remember what day it is, but I believe it's Swing. I did a spider monkey, and here was me trying to figure out what to do for my new intro. I hope you guys like it. I've been putting it in a lot of my videos lately. Another blob art challenge. It's kind of gross, so we're not going to spend too much time there. And then here I was just doing some thumbnails for, I believe, the day Fragile. This was a scrapped video idea of trying to get back into art because I'd taken a long break, as I often do. And then this is me realizing that I don't draw enough and need to draw consistently. And then here, oh my gosh, I like this a lot. More horses, obviously, and then this was really cool because I really wanted to use my Posca pens, but at the time I had only been using them just to kind of do little accents, nothing too big. So I decided to sketch horses without sketching them, so I wouldn't use any pencil or anything. I just went straight in with the Posca pen and drew that and that, and I'm very proud of that. Oh, and then this is day 4, Freeze. I accidentally skipped way ahead of my sketchbook, but I did the Winged Victory, and I actually have a process video on this whole spread if you want to check it out. It was a lot of fun, and I'm very happy with this spread. And then this is the thumbnail for Maya's drawing, and then this was for an art contest that I actually didn't end up submitting anything into, which is annoying. Yeah, I need to get better at time management, honestly. Okay, and then this is more no sketching. Obviously that one has a sketch, but these two do not. Since Inktober ended, I hadn't touched the ink at all, so I just decided to throw some on the page, and I think that's pretty. That's less pretty, but I mean, it's shiny, so. that's fine. This was a thumbnail just for an illustration that I ended up changing the position of entirely, and then this one was just, I had some extra green watercolor paint, and then I was watching Avatar, so I wanted to use like a pretty blue color, and so I just did like a whole blob art challenge dedicated to birds. Ooh, okay, my favorite part of the sketchbook is starting. I warmed up with this sketch, and then I did that one, and they're just okay sketches, but what I love about them is the fact that I'm using the Posca pen to give it kind of an accent, bring some contrast into the piece, which I really, really like. This is just a sketch, I don't know, just whatever. Here it is, this is what I'm talking about. So I draw the person, right? And then I use my black ink as an accent, and it just, I don't know why it makes me so happy, but it does, and I'm so excited to talk about it and share it with you, and it makes me happy. Okay, so I do remember doing this page. I do not remember doing this. This was the point where I only had 5 or 6 pages left in my sketchbook at one night, and I was like, I'm gonna finish it all. And I had been working on the people for probably a good 3 hours, and I was kind of burned out. So I decided to just throw some blue gouache down and some white Posca pen and just make that trash fire of a piece. Anyway, I was just like drawing eyes and drawing all sorts of things with my Posca pens. I drew a raven. Okay. There we go. My little happy tortoise awareness sticker. That is all for this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. If you would like to get any custom art pieces, behind the scenes videos, extra clips, other things, a bunch of fun stuff, be sure to check out my Patreon in the description down below. Be sure to subscribe, hit the notification bell, share this video with someone if you think they'll like it, and have a fabulous day. Bye!